Yo, 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 yo. Yes, indeed, people. It's your boy, Jay.Jordan, back again for another WNBA watch-along. Today, we have what I'm expecting to be a good game. The Indiana Fever versus the Minnesota Lynx. This is the first matchup of the season between these two teams, if I'm not mistaken. They will play 2 more times throughout the season. They will play on August 24th and September 6th. The Lynx will host the Fever twice, and the Fever will host them for the last matchup. Alrighty. Salute to everybody who's here on the stream. Appreciate you guys tuning in. This game is on ESPN. This game will be on ESPN, but you know, they commentary be shaky sometimes. So I hope y'all hang out with your boy right on this stream. All right, let's get into the starters because they've been announced. They've been released online. The starters for the Fever: Caitlin Clark, Kelsey Mitchell, Katie Lou Samuelson, Alyssa Smith, and Aliyah Boston. For their bench: Lexi Hall, Christy Wallace, Victoria Saxton, Damiris Dantas, Erica Wheeler, and Grace Berger. Temi Fagbenle is out with a foot injury, I believe. So no Temi. James, salute. What's going on? So no Temi Fagbenle in this game. Sorry, it's a thumb injury. I have it down here at the bottom of the screen scrolling. A thumb injury for Temi. For the Minnesota Lynx, remember Napheesa Collier hurt her foot a couple of games ago, so she's still out. So their starters are Courtney Williams, Kayla McBride, Bridget Carlton, Dorka Juhas, and Alana Smith. Their bench: Cecilia Zandalicini, Natisha Heidemann, Alyssa Pali, Diamond Miller, and Sika Kone. As I mentioned, Napheesa Collier is out with a foot injury, and Olivia Epupa, their point guard from France, is out with a thigh injury. So those are the starters, the bench players, and the people who are out for both teams. So that's what we should be expecting. All right, the game starts at 4 p.m. Eastern time. It's now 3:49 here on the East Coast. A busy sports day overall. You got the Euros happening if you're into soccer, football as they call it, in all over everywhere else in the world. The Euros are going on right now. England versus Spain. I have that on another screen here. That game just reached halftime. Score is 0-0. We have another WNBA game going on right now that I have on the main screen at the moment between the Mystics and the Aces. At halftime, the Mystics actually have a 3-point lead over the Aces. The Mystics are a very good first half team, but usually they tend to run out of gas in the second half, especially without their top 3 to 4 players. Shakira Austin is still out. You still have Brittany Sykes out. So it's going to be it's always going to be tough for the Mystics to hang on. Jared Bear, salute. Put your comment up here. Jared Bear said Clark has her first game against her childhood favorite team. Absolutely. Maya Moore was somebody she loved to watch play. They had a clip when she was at Iowa when Maya came to one of her games, or she met Maya for the first time. She was like she couldn't control her emotions there, and she was so happy to see her. So let's see how Caitlin does against one of the better defensive teams in the league, in the Minnesota Lynx. Caitlin has been on a tear as of late. I haven't done any watch-alongs of her games. Her games either come on while I'm at the Liberty games or doing a Liberty game, or on a Saturday where I'm not usually streaming. So, but Caitlin, the last couple games has been on a tear. It's just been, I think she now with Angel Reese, double streak being broken to my Liberty. Caitlin now is in the lead, or now has the longest active streak for double doubles with 5 at the moment. But I'm just rattle off a couple of her numbers from the last couple games. On Friday against the Mercury, she had 20 points, 6 rebounds, 13 assists. On Wednesday, the 10th, she had 29 points, 5 rebounds, 13 assists. Against the Liberty on the 6th of July, she had 19 points, 12 rebounds, 13 assists, triple-double. Her first of her career. Liz, salute. What's going on? Against the Aces, she had 13, 6, and 11. June 30th against the Mercury, she had 15 points, 9 rebounds, 12 assists. So she's been over 10 assists in the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, probably even more games than that. But in the last 5 games, she's touched at least 11 assists. And she's touched at least over 10 assists in 7 of the last 8 games. She's gotten over 10 assists. So she's really getting comfortable with teams doubling her off the pick and roll. She's finding the open teammate, and they're beginning to capitalize. She's getting those outlet passes quickly out in transition. She's also getting a good amount of rebounds for a guard. Last couple of games, in the last 5 games, she's got at least 5 rebounds in the last 5 games. No, 5, 6, 7, 8. In the last 8 games, she's gotten at least 5 rebounds. There was even a game against Washington. She had 12 back on June 19th. So I don't expect this train to slow down, especially without Napheesa. I do expect Caitlin to continue her assist streak of getting over 10 assists. Minnesota is a very good defensive team, but I still think Caitlin will continue to produce. All right, come in the last 5 games for both teams. One moment. In the last 5 games for the Fever, they're 3-2 in their last 5 games with losses to Washington and the Aces. The Lynx are 2-3 in their last 5 games. Excuse me. They lost to Seattle badly on Friday, and they lost to Connecticut and New York with wins against Washington and LA. The Lynx are the 3rd seed in the WNBA right now with a 16-7 record. The Fever are the 7th seed with a 10-14 record. So as it's lined up now, they wouldn't be playoff opponents in the first round. But potentially, if they do happen to get up to that 6th seed, which with a win could get them a little closer. They're a couple games back. They have more losses than the Phoenix Mercury, who are 11 losses right now after today's loss to the Sun. No, actually 12 losses, excuse me, with their loss today to the Sun, the Connecticut Sun. So the Indiana Fever, if they continue to go on this upward trajectory, could actually sneak into that 6th seed. I think that will be as high as they could possibly get when all is said and done. But they'll definitely be a playoff team. All right, what time we got? We got 3:54, so we got about 6 minutes. About 6 minutes to go before game time. Predictions for this game. I do think the Fever. Man, let me look at the line on this game. So Minnesota is 6.5 point favorites. That's how I'll judge it. I think the Fever, if they the Fever will cover that. I think the Fever will not lose by more than 6.5 if they do lose. So that's what I'll judge it by. Without Napheesa, I think the Fever can pull this off. DJ Scribb, salute, what's going on? Finally back in salute. What's going on, bro? Welcome back. Alrighty. Thanks for everybody who's joining. The game is on ESPN, but the commentary be shaky sometimes. So I'll try to give y'all as much information as I can. I have some on the screen. We'll be looking at the scores of the other game that's going on. I'm watching the Aces versus Mystics on the screen right now until this game starts. So we'll see how that goes down here. Yeah, the champs down at half is crazy. They were getting smacked up a little bit in that first half. They were down by as many as 10. They came back at halftime to make it came back in the second quarter to make it respectable. Salute to you, my guy. Salute to you. Yeah, so they were losing 31-20 in the first quarter. They outscored the Mystics 20-12 in the second. Bill Dew says Minnesota gets millions for sellout Target Center. Is that so? I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. When I looked at it, they said they had some tickets still available to that game, probably way up in the nosebleeds. But listen, attendance when Caitlin is in town goes through the roof. Tudo says Lynx have been lately. I could see Indy winning this game. That's exactly what I was saying. I was saying I don't think they'll lose by 6.5. They could potentially win this game, honestly, especially without Napheesa. But it will be interesting. It will be interesting. They just have to really focus on that pick and roll. The Minnesota Lynx, if you've watched them, they run a lot of ball screens for Courtney Williams at the top of the key, whether it's Uhas or Alana Smith. And then she can shoot that mid-range jump shot. So when she has that going, it's hard to stop them because she'll come off that screen, pull up at the foul line. It's usually Cash, or she'll catch somebody rolling to the basket, whether it's Uhas or Smith. Smith and Uhas can both shoot threes. Their whole starting lineup can shoot threes, so they're a very tough guard there. So the Fever, they're gonna have to have their be on their best defensive behavior if they want to have a chance in this game. But I could definitely see them winning. You and me, Liberty was on Reese like flies at the barbecue. You and me, salute. Yeah, I didn't even get to watch it. I ended up watching the game late last night, and one of my friends texted me about that last play of the game when they sent the quadruple team at Angel to get the double streak stopped, because that was a little shameless. She was begging for it down 14, and she got it in the post, and we sent the quadruple team. Hilarious. Had me in tears, y'all. Yeah, but when I watched it back, it really was a good game. Liberty down in the first quarter without Stewie, without Benai Jelani Hamilton. Had to start Kennedy Burke and Leonie Fevich down in the first quarter. And then the rest of the game, it was really, really good basketball for them. Sabrina hit some big shots. Leo hit some big shots. Niara Sabali back in the mix. Got some good baskets. Ivana Dojkic off the bench played good as well. Tudo said it should have ended at 13 games. No, I hear you, bro. Well, listen, it's out of here. Hopefully, it's for the best for Reese. It looked like she was really starting to focus on it a lot. And it wasn't really resulting in wins towards the end of it. When she was getting to 27 and 10, it was like, all right, cool. She's really putting in work. But the last couple, was a little shameless there. Looking at looking at this Mystics Aces game, they're shouting out some of the Mystics players who are Olympians. So you got Aaliyah Edwards for Canada, Julie Van Loo for Belgium, and Jade Melbourne for Australia, and then Mike Tebow, I think, is the dad's name for the Mystics. I think he's one of the representatives for the American team. You and me says next to Fever, Liberty's my second favorite. I appreciate that. You and me, we'll take all fans. But listen, when we play the Fever, it has to be Liberty over everything. All right, let me switch the game to ESPN. This Las Vegas Washington game is on like CBS Sports or something. So let me get to this before they start the game, and I'm over here chatting away. All right, the game starts in about 3 minutes according to the ESPN countdown to tip off that they have on the screen here. Caitlin Clark, they have her on the screen, averaging 16.8 points a game, 5.9 rebounds, and 7.8 assists per game. I think YouTube TV lets me do double box. So let me see if they'll allow me to do that, because that would be cool. Home. Let's see if they allow me to do it. Watching multi-view. Yes, they do. I can watch the multi-view here. Cool. All right, y'all. So, standings wise, with an Aces win and a Minnesota loss, the Aces would move from 4th seed to to third seed here, and they were down towards 6-7 when they were going through their losing streak, and Chelsea Gray was still hurt. But with a win and a Lynx loss, the Aces would move into the third seed in the playoff race, the third overall seed. Let's see if Indiana can't move up today. But they can move down. If they lose, they would move below Chicago, I think, just by percentage points, because they would have 15 losses. Chicago would have 14. That's the implications of this game. There's some other implications with the Atlanta and Seattle game. Atlanta can't move up. And Seattle, if they win 16-8, they could potentially go to 4 seed as well. Depending on the outcome of the Minnesota game. So there's a lot of implications here. Looking at the Minnesota game, they raised their Commissioner's Cup banner, it looks like. Yeah, they raised the Commissioner's Cup banner. You and Me says, hey Jay, explain to me sides coaching. I mean, what the hell? Honestly, it's a work in progress. I will say I haven't watched a lot of their recent games live. I've watched the highlights on the back end, because other games have been on. The Liberty games have been on, or I've been doing a watch along. No, I haven't been doing a watch along for any other games. If the Liberty aren't playing, it would either be Fever or Liberty. But it could be confusing sometimes. Her rotations, I know when she benched Alyssa Smith and started Lexi Hall, and then now Lexi Hall's back. Now Alyssa's back in the starting lineup. It can get very confusing. There's no rhyme or reason, but they are playing better. I will say some people say they're playing better in spite of her, but she does have. I got to give her a little bit of credit there. In the spacing that they have. It's just when it comes to late game stuff, it can get a little shaky. All right, y'all. Game's about to start. Starting lineups are what we have on the screen. Napheesa Collier is in street clothes. Players are over here hugging and hands and giving high fives to each other and stuff at center court. All right, so first matchup of the season, Indiana Fever on the road to take on the Minnesota Lynx. The 3 seed versus the 7 seed. Aliyah Boston versus Haas for the jump ball. And we're off. Aliyah Boston wins the tip, and it goes right to Caitlin Clark. Caitlin with a turnover already. Alana Smith with the steal. Goes up for the layup, and the Lynx are on the board first. So not a good look so far. Quick turnover. My boy E was good, bro. Who's the starting coach for the Fever? Christy Sides. Alyssa Smith with the ball down to Boston. Boston against Haas, and now Boston is on the board. The Fever score, and it's 2-2. Bridget Carlton over to Courtney Williams. Back to Bridget. Bridget corner to Haas. She can shoot threes. She misses long, and rebound to Aliyah Boston. Handoff to Caitlin Clark across half court. Caitlin going to her right. Probe dribble. She gets into the paint. Throws up the floater. Bounces around. Rebound Haas. Over to McBride. McBride, I think she had like 6 threes last game. Over to Bridget. She could shoot it. Missed. Rebound to Boston. Over to Caitlin. Caitlin crossover. No help, so she slows it down. Gets the screen from Boston. Courtney Williams on her like white on rice. She gets into the paint. Pump fakes, goes at Courtney and scores. So Caitlin is on the board. Backs down Courtney Williams on the left-hand side of the court and gets the layup. DJ Script said he's done with done. Oh, good backdoor pass to Bridget. She doesn't take the shot, but she gets it out to Courtney. 3-point line. Courtney Williams on the drive. Courtney Williams. Over to Alana Smith. She misses, and Courtney Williams gets the rebound. Courtney Williams again for the baseline. Jump shot is good. Courtney Williams is on the board now. 4-4. 4-2-4. Caitlin up the court. They have Kayla McBride on her now. She comes off the screen, and they call a moving screen on Aliyah Boston. So Aliyah's first foul of the game. She's gonna have to really stay out of foul trouble if they want a chance to do something here. But first foul on Aliyah Boston for the moving screen. Oh, and ball back in play. If you're into soccer, Spain has scored against England 1-0. Courtney Williams over to Dorka. Back to Courtney. Back to Alana Smith, and Alana Smith scores. So it's 6-4 Minnesota. Caitlin with the ball, dancing behind the screen. Caitlin going right. She goes cross court to Kelsey Mitchell. Kelsey Mitchell, terrible pass, stolen by Alana Smith. Her second steal. Alana Smith, coast to coast, gets fouled by Caitlin, and she almost converts the layup, but she'll go to the line for two. First foul on Caitlin. Alana Smith to the line. DJ Script said, mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the fairest on the cold? Salute, salute. You know it. So Alana Smith at the line, knocks down the first free throw. Yo, E, you crazy, bro. Alana Smith hits the second. So it's 8-4 Minnesota. Alana Smith leading scorer for the Lynx. So Caitlin, right side of the court, over to Aliyah Boston. Boston at the three-point line. Oh, Katie Lou Smith, bad pass by Aliyah Boston. Too high for Katie Lou. It goes out of bounds off of her fingertips. Another turnover here. Ball back in play quickly with Minnesota. Over to Bridget. Bridget on the drive. Over to Dorka. Corner to Caitlin McBride. She hits those off the back rim. Rebound to Kelsey Mitchell. Can't leave those three-point shooters wide open like that, especially at home. Oh, Kelsey Mitchell with the dance. Goes to the right-hand scoop. Misses. Boston rebound and scores. So Aliyah Boston with 4 points and a couple rebounds so far. She has 2 points and 3 rebounds. Dorka Juhas over to McBride off the screen. Over to Alana Smith, left side of the floor. Courtney Williams. Oh, she drops it off to Alana. Alana saves it, throws it to the third row. Over the Minnesota bench. It's a turnover. Man, it's a purple. Man, both teams like to inbound the ball quickly. Ball's quickly back at play with the Fever. Katie Lou. Oh, good pass to Aliyah Boston under the basket, and she gets the layup. So it's 8-8. Aliyah Boston cooking early. And it's Aliyah Boston with 6 points. Hasn't missed a shot yet. Alana Smith, top of the key, 3. Alana Smith, I told y'all that's what she does off of those screens. She likes to pop to the three-point line. Oh, Caitlin with the hezzy on Bridget Carlton. Oh, drop off to Nalissa Smith. Goes up and fouled by Alana Smith. So Nalissa Smith gets fouled by Alana Smith. No relation. Definitely no relation. One's Australian. I think one's from where's she from? I think one's from California. And Nalissa Smith going to the line for free throws for her first points of the game. Nalissa knocks down the first. All right, my score widget just loaded, so we'll be good there. Nalissa Smith makes both free throws, and it's 11-10. 11-10. Ball over to Bridget Carlton, over to Courtney Williams. Courtney Williams dancing with it. She pulls it for a deep 2, knocks it down. I said pregame, that's what Courtney can do. If she gets that mid-range game working, that's where she likes to score. It'll be a problem. Caitlin, deep 3, off the rim. Rebound to Alana Smith. Courtney Williams with the ball. Courtney off the screen. Screen with Alana Smith. Oh, Alana Smith with the slip to the basket gets fouled by Nalissa Smith. So Alana fouled Nalissa on one end. Nalissa fouls Alana on the other. We have an officials timeout here. Bill Do says Timmy's still hurt. Yeah, Timmy is hurt. She's out with I think it's a thumb injury. All right, no officials timeout. Alana Smith at the line for free throws. She knocks down the first. So Alana Smith carrying the team so far. She's into double figures with 10 points. Alana Smith for the second, knocks it down. Ball back in play here. So it's 15-10 Lynx. Ball to Kelsey Mitchell. Kelsey Mitchell with the ball. Looking for Caitlin. She goes opposite side. She goes to the left hand. Goes under the basket. Throws over to Caitlin. Oh, Caitlin. Oh, the ball almost gets stolen, but Aliyah Boston picks it up. Turnaround jump shot is off. Rebound to Courtney Williams. Courtney Williams over to Bridget. Bridget smokes the layup. Alana Smith hits it out of bounds. Wait, what, Tudo? You said Chelsea Gray went down. Oh, no, that's not good. That is not good. All the Olympians are going down for Team USA. You have Napheesa out. Brittany Griner and Taurasi were dealing with injuries. Ball back in play with the Fever. Now you got Chelsea Gray potentially. We'll see who's left standing at the end. Erica Wheeler subbed in for Caitlin Clark for a quick substitution here. She's still standing right next to Coach Sides. Katie Lou Samuelson for three, and she knocks it down. Katie Lou knocks down the three. That's what she's in the game to do, and it's 15-13. Bridget with the ball. Bridget Carlton over to McBride. McBride comes off the screen. McBride hesitation dribble. Ball gets stolen by the Fever. And Kelsey Mitchell on the run. Doesn't have help. She slows it down and gets fouled from behind by Courtney Williams. Oh, I just saw the play for Chelsea Gray. Yeah, she going right to the locker room there. But Alana Smith leading the way as we have an officials timeout. Alana Smith leading the way with 11 points for the Lynx. She has the game high. E says they'll still win by 30. Yeah. We'll see. I mean, they'll probably still win, but listen, there's some good comp out there. Some good competition out there. Alrighty. So we're at an officials timeout right now. The Lynx are up 15-13, 4:22 to go in the first quarter. So we have a good game so far, people. A good game so far. I'm just getting trying to fix some graphics here, and then we should be good. The fact that Las Vegas is playing with their, I mean, what's the score there? That score is 45-45 at the moment. But if you're just joining, we're in an officials timeout. Just a TV timeout essentially. I'm watching a bunch of stuff right now, guys. Don't mind me. I got soccer on one screen, and then I got the multi-view for for the two WNBA games that are on right now. Yeah, Atkins only thing is she's inconsistent. Atkins' only thing is that she's inconsistent. I love Ariel Atkins. She's on my fantasy team. But one day she'll have 16 in the first quarter like she does today. And then the next game she won't. She'll have single-digit points. You and me asked for player stats. Ain't nothing like too spectacular right now, but I'll give you a rundown. We got Katie Lou Samuelson with 3. Nalissa Smith with 2. Boston with 6 points, 3 rebounds. Kelsey Mitchell with no points so far. Caitlin Clark with 2 points. No rebounds, no assists at the moment. For the Lynx, you have Bridget Carlton with none. Alana Smith with 11. Uhas with none. McBride with none. And Courtney Williams with 4. So Minnesota's defense this season, they're second in points per game allowed. They're first and second in a lot of major defensive categories. So they're a very, very good defensive team. Coach of the Minnesota Lynx is Coach Reeves. She is the coach of the USA Women's National Basketball Team. Ball and play with the Fever. Over to Kelsey Mitchell. Kelsey Mitchell behind the back. Mid-range jump shot is good. Kelsey Mitchell knocks down the midi. And it's a tie game, 15 apiece. Courtney Williams with the ball, left side of the floor. Comes off the screen from Alana Smith. They give it to Alana. Alana guarded by Boston. She dribbles out over to Courtney. Courtney, that mid-range jump shot, strong. And rebound to Katie Lou. Over to Erica Wheeler. Over to Alyssa Smith on the run. She attacks and misses. Rebound to Alana Smith. And Courtney Williams with it. They have a 3-on-2. 4-on-2, actually. Bridget Carlton for 3, and she's way off. And rebound to Erica Wheeler. Erica Wheeler on the drive out to Kelsey Mitchell. Kelsey Mitchell, corner 3, misses. Courtney Williams and Alana Smith fight for it, but Alana secures it. Courtney Williams over to Alana Smith. Looking for McBride. Gets it to McBride off the curl. Oh, drop off pass to Alana Smith. She goes into Boston and it goes out of bounds off of Boston's block. Alana Smith, Boston told you just get in the weight room right there. Looks like Napheesa Heidemann checking into the game for the Lynx. Who else comes in? And Xander Lassini, the 3-point marksman for the Lynx, comes in as well. So the lineups, Caitlin and Lexi Hull come in. So it's Caitlin, Lexi Hull, Katie Lou, Erica Wheeler, and Boston for the Fever. Ball in play with the Lynx. Heidemann over to McBride. Over to Alana Smith. Ball goes out of bounds. Turnover to the Lynx. So for the Fever, as the ball's back in play with them, we have... I already gave you Fever. For the Lynx, we have McBride, Alana Smith, Bridget Carlton, Xander Lassini, and Heidemann. Erica Wheeler, bad pass, stolen by the Lynx. I told you, they're a very good defensive team. Bridget Carlton on the run, goes up, smokes the layup. Another layup. Bridget can't buy a layup if you gave her the money. They get the rebound, though. Napheesa Heidemann against Caitlin Clark. Takes her into the paint, misses. Rebound to Caitlin. Caitlin on the run. Caitlin, terrible pass by Caitlin, but they get lucky. Lexi Hull saves it. Aliyah Boston with the rebound. She might have traveled, but she gets the put back. And the Fever take the lead, 17-15. Ball to Heidemann, left side of the floor. Drops it off to Alana Smith. Over to Kayla McBride for 3. Can she hit one? In and out. Rebound to Bridget. Bridget Carlson's doing everything but scoring. Heidemann over to Alana Smith. Bridget Carlton off the curl. She picks up her dribble, finds Alana Smith, spin move. And she throws up like a nice little scoop, and it goes. Alana Smith is cooking for the Minnesota Lynx. And Alana Smith gets called with for a foul on Aliyah Boston. Elijah says, leaving me off the Olympic team and saying you don't... Here's a 40 ball. So it's 17-17 at the moment. Aliyah Boston at the line for free throws. Aliyah Boston... wow, that was a bad miss. Like, it wasn't even close. So Aliyah Boston at the line for the second. They're giving that promo for the All-Star game. That is this Saturday. All-Star weekend is this weekend as Aliyah Boston hits the second free throw to give them the 18-17 lead. Indiana is in the bonus right now for the rest of this quarter. Kayla McBride with the ball. They call a foul on Dorka Juhas, who is checked in for Alana Smith. Excuse me. Ball back in play. Caitlin Clark with the ball. Over to Erica Wheeler, left side of the floor. 1:30 to go here. Erica Wheeler over to Caitlin. Caitlin going to her left. They're on Xander Lassini guarding her. She goes left, tries to step back. They're on her. Good pass to Lexi Hull. Lexi Hull reverse layup is good. I don't know how she saw it, but she found her Beautiful pass. I thought the play was done. Throws a bounce pass from the 3-point line on an angle to Lexi Hull on the cut, who hits the reverse. Xander Lacini, step back jumper, foul, and one. Cecilia Xander Lacini. That might be Caitlin's second foul there. She fouls her on the jump shot. Xander Lacini crossover between the legs, step back jump shot. Caitlin jumps into her and gets called for the foul. Oh, so that's all. I thought they gave her two. Let me see if they actually are updating the stats correctly. She missed the free throw though. Xander Lacini, and rebound to Boston, who gets it to Caitlin. Caitlin, under a minute to go here. It's 20-19, Indiana. Erica Wheeler with the ball. Erica Wheeler picks up her dribble down to Boston at the foul line. Corner to Lexi Hull. Lexi Hull on the drive. They cut her off. Lexi Hull back out to Erica with 2 on the clock. Erica Wheeler to Lexi. Lexi gets it off just in time. Misses. Rebound to Bridget. Bill says the 3-point contest is going to be good. Yeah, let's see. If everybody who we hope to join it does. Xander Lacini attacks again, bounces around, rebound to Boston. Boston over to Caitlin. They have 20 on the clock here. They'll probably play for one shot. Shot clock has been turned off. Ball tipped out of bounds by Bridget Carlton. It stays Fever ball with 14 seconds to go here. Ball back in with Caitlin. 10 seconds to go here. Caitlin out by half court, guarded tightly by McBride. 6 seconds. 5 seconds. She goes right, gets the screen from Boston. She steps back, crossover. Caitlin McBride on her. Does she get a shot off? She does a step back. Oh, and she almost banks it in. But it doesn't go. So at the end of the first quarter, the Indiana Fever 20, the Minnesota Lynx 19. 20-19. Yumi says, how can anyone miss a free throw? They're much harder than you think, especially when the pressure's on. Especially when the pressure is on. That's why no one has shot 100% from the line in the history. You're bound to miss at least one. So at the end of the first quarter, Caitlin Clark with 2 points. Oh, they cut her off. But Caitlin Clark with 2 points, 1 assist, and 1 rebound. 1 of 3 shooting. Let's get stuff ready for the second quarter here. Bill says Mystics hanging around. Yeah, 65-62. Oh, hello. It looks like Chelsea Gray's back in the game as I glance up at the screen. She's back in the game. She just did a nice move, but resulted in a turnover. All right, second quarter is good. 20-19. Did I? Oh, ESPN got the wrong score. Is it me? No, that's all right. It's 20-19. 20-19. That's the correct score. You and me says they're ahead. Time for sides to bench. Time for sides to bench players. Oh, got you, bro. All right, so we're at in between the first and second quarters for this Fever Lynx game. Fever went to Boston early. She has 9 points and 6 rebounds. She's on double watch. Alana Smith was cooking. She had 13 points in that first quarter. She does have 2 fouls, so she'll probably have to sit down for a little bit and give minutes to Dorka Juhas. Turnover battle. The Fever have 5. The Lynx have 4. So pretty high turnovers for the first quarter. Pretty high turnovers. This other game though, the Washington Mystics are down 3. I did mention in pregame that the Mystics, they'll give you a great if the game was 20 minutes and ended after the second quarter, they'll be the best team in the league. But they just don't have the talent. All their talent is hurt. Well, majority of their main talent is hurt, and they can't withstand the energy that they come out with. Donna, what's up, Donna? It says 2 fouls coming in on Clark already that they didn't call. Different day, same job. Come on, let them play. Oh, Spain almost scored again. Sorry, I did say I was watching the 2024 European final. Spain versus England, and Spain are up 1-0. 66 minutes gone. Spain almost scored a second there. England in the Euro final for the second time in a row. I think they lost last time to Italy. Bildu says Mystics will draft Paige Buckets. We shall see. We shall see. All right, game is coming back on for the second quarter. They're talking to Coach Sides on the earpiece thing. On ball and play with the Minnesota Lynx. So who's this lineup? McBride is on the floor, guarded tightly by Lexi Hall, and she somehow gets the basket to fall. It was like a jump shot. I don't know how it got in, but it falls. So lineup check, it's Caitlin Clark, Damiris Dantas, Nalissa Smith, Lexi Hall, and Kelsey Mitchell. And a foul is called on McBride for the reach-in on Lexi Hall. Ball inbound, Lexi Hall gets it to Dantas. For the Lynx, it's Carlton, Uhas, McBride, Heidemann, and Xander Lassini. Caitlin Clark, step back jumper on Heidemann, misses, and rebound to Xander Lassini. Cross court to McBride. McBride back to Xander Lassini. Walks right into a three. That's what she does. That's literally what she does. Xander Lassini knocks down the trailing three. Minnesota up 24-20. Kelsey Mitchell looking for Caitlin. Gets Caitlin on the curl. Ball gets tipped from behind, but Caitlin still has it. 3-point line. Caitlin on the drive. She gets it to the paint. Over to Kelsey Mitchell. Baseline jumper. Bounces around. Nalissa Smith gets fouled on the rebound by Uhas. So it'll be Indiana ball here to inbound. Caitlin inbounds to Kelsey Mitchell. Kelsey Mitchell step back, long two, misses, and bodies on the floor. Dorky Uhas saves it. Over to Heidemann. Heidemann over to Courtney Williams. She walks into the mid-range, jump shot, misses. Rebound to Uhas, up and scores. So it's 26-20 Minnesota here. Fever need to get some offense working here. Caitlin Clark crosses half court, calling for the play. Gets the screen from Dantas, but it doesn't work. Heidemann fights around it. Over to Smith. Smith down to Dantas. Dantas goes up. Layup is good. So good ball movement there by the Fever. And it's 26-22. Courtney Williams over to Heidemann. Back to Courtney. Over to Bridget. Back to Courtney. Courtney drives. Floater from the foul line. Short. And rebound to Dantas. Caitlin crosses half court. Caitlin, I think she was caught in two minds there and throws the ball out of bounds. She wanted to do a nice hook pass to Lexi Hall on the cut. Ball slipped out of her hands, goes out of bounds. So Caitlin with 2 points, 2 fouls, 2 turnovers, a rebound, and an assist. The Lynx have the ball. Heidemann over to Bridget. Can Bridget finally hit a three? And Bridget drops her arms finally. She knocks down the three. It's 29-22. Ooh, that was close to a backcourt. Caitlin to Dantas. Over to Kelsey. Kelsey on the drive. Euro step reverse. Oh, she misses. Smith with the rebound. And Nalissa Smith with the putback. 24-29. Over to Bridget. Bridget over to Heidemann. Heidemann back to Bridget. Bridget, same spot for three. Short. Rebound to Dantas. Caitlin Clark outlet pass to Nalissa Smith. And the ball's bouncing around. It gets kicked out by Nalissa Smith, they say. And it's another turnover here. Nalissa Smith gets it. The ball falls out. Oh, that might have been off of Minnesota. They might have missed that one. But ball in play with the Lynx. Heidemann over to Smith. Smith to Courtney. Oh, Lexi Hull almost gets the steal, but Courtney has it. Courtney Williams off the screen from Smith. Courtney Williams dribbles back out over to Heidemann. 10 on the clock. They drop it down to Smith. Smith corner to Bridget. Top to Courtney. Over to Heidemann. Over to Xander Lassini. Step back jump shot. How halfway down, Alana Smith gets fouled on the rebound. Excuse me. The ball just moves for Minnesota. The ball side to side, around the perimeter, in, out. So Alyssa Smith with 2. Alana Smith for the Lynx with 2. A very foul-heavy game. Heidemann over to Alana Smith at the foul line. Over to Courtney Williams coming off the screen. She's playing with the ball. Down to Alana Smith. She has a mismatch. One leg fall away over Hull. Misses. And Alyssa Smith gets fouled on the rebound by Bridget Carlton. So it'll be Fever ball. 29-24, 6:23 to go. Substitutions made. Napheesa Heidemann to the bench. Caitlin McBride back in the game. Ball and play with the Fever. Caitlin over to Boston. Is Boston, Alyssa, Mitchell, and Hull with Caitlin there. Boston with the ball. They're looking for somebody. Over to Alyssa Smith. 10 on the clock. Alyssa Smith on the drive. Trying to go into the post. She splits the 2 and scores. Tough move by Alyssa. Could have been a foul. But it's 29-26. Fever trying to inch their way back here. Courtney Williams, another foul line jump shot. This time she airballs. So another timeout here. Timeout here where the Lynx are up 29-26. Timeout by the Minnesota Lynx here. So, England has scored. I just missed it. England has scored against Spain. That might be Cole Palmer with the score. Bukayo Saka with the drive, drops it off. A Cole Palmer. Oh, what a hit. What a hit, son. All right, back to basketball. The Aces are looking to pull away from the Mystics. They're up 70-62. 7.5 to go in the fourth. Almost called her Aliyah Boston. Asia Wilson. Another double-double. Another 20-point plus game. Asia Wilson. 24 and 14. Ho hum. It's crazy. Jackie Young with 7, Gustafson with 2, Tiff Hayes with 12. For the Mystics, you got Steph Dolson with 5 and 5. Ariel Atkins with 32. But let's see if it'll be enough. Kelsey Plum has 17. $32 points for Atkins. Crazy. Donna says Fever has no chance. Refs are showing their true colors. Let's look at the foul disparity. The Fever are 3 for 4 from the foul line, and the Lynx are 4 for 5. So it's not too bad as of yet. There are some calls that probably those under the basket are rebounding calls that should have been called, but the disparity isn't too bad as of yet. All right, finally, the game is coming back on. I felt like that was an extra long commercial break there. They said searches for Alana Smith has spiked over 300% since she had that monster first quarter. Alana Smith, a part of the Australian national team. Oh, Sylvia Fowles, the legend in the building. Last played with the Minnesota Lynx. Ball in play here. Yumi says they aren't hitting the basket. Caitlin's passing a lot. Yeah. Caitlin with the ball as we speak. Caitlin over to Boston. Boston across to Lexi Hull. Lexi Hull pump fake. Drives into the paint. Over to Kelsey Mitchell, who relocates for three and misses. Rebound to Xander Lassini. Over to Courtney Williams. Courtney Williams. They run that same play. Pick and roll middle of the floor. Kayla McBride. Catch, shoot, scores. Kayla McBride, the quickest trigger in the West. Quickest trigger in the West, knocks down the three. And it's 32-26. Caitlin on the drive. Corner to Mitchell. Mitchell shoots, and she misses again. Ball gets tipped out of... he's reviewing the call. It's saying it's Minnesota ball that went off of a Fever player. So it's 32-26 Minnesota. Minnesota with possession here. Chandra says Lexi Hull is their best defender. Yeah, but she gotta hit these threes if they want to survive. Oh, and then a moving screen called by Xander Lassini on the aforementioned Lexi Hull. Ball goes back to the Fever. Reminds me of those LeBron stats that he used to say first got. A week. Caitlin Clark over to Nalissa Smith. Nalissa Smith over to Lexi Hull. Corner to Kelsey Mitchell. Can she hit a three? Wide open. She finally knocks it down. Kelsey Mitchell knocks down the three. It's 32-29. Fever shooting 2 of 8. They got to improve. Oh, Kayla McBride tries to answer, misses. Alana Smith with the rebound and scores. Alana Smith making her presence felt here at home in Minnesota. It's 34-29. She's up to 15 points, 5 rebounds. As Caitlin shoots a deep three off the front rim. Rebound to Dorka Juhas. It's a good game so far. Courtney Williams with the crossover. Out to Alana Smith. Over to Xander Lassini. Xander Lassini crossover. Alana Smith. She just chucked that up. It looked like she wasn't confident. And the results show she front rims the three. Over to Caitlin. Caitlin, oh, good pass to Nalissa. Nalissa goes up and misses. Aliyah Boston, one-hand rebound, just puts it right back up with the same hand and scores. 34-31. Courtney Williams, double clutch pass to Alana Smith, Dorka Juhas, who gets it blocked and it goes out of bounds. So Aliyah Boston up to 11 points and 8 rebounds herself. So it's a Minnesota ball. They inbound from under their basket. Alana Smith to Kayla McBride. Another quick release, misses. But Courtney Williams tips it out to Bridget Carlton. Kayla on the drive, throws up a floater. It goes halfway down, but Dorka gets the rebound. Throws up the left-hand hook and scores. Offensive rebounds for the Lynx pay off there, and they get the basket. 36-31. Caitlin Clark, step back three. Oh, she knocks it down. Caitlin Clark knocks down the three. It's 36-34. That's her first three of the game. Bridget Carlton with the drive. Picks up her dribble out to Courtney Williams. Top of the key. They're trying to post Alana Smith, and they call a foul on Lexi Hull. Lexi Hull against Alana Smith. That may be seen as a mismatch in Minnesota's favor, just height-wise. Bridget Carlton inbounds to Dorka Juhas, who gets it to Kayla McBride on the drive, throws up the scoop, and somehow it drops. And she gets up saying she wants a foul. 38-34. The Fever get it up to Kelsey Mitchell for three. She misses. Gets the rebound, throws up the baseline jump shot, and scores. This pace is crazy. Chandra says Nalissa missed a couple great passes. Yeah, trying to do too much. Trying to do too much on those. Courtney Williams over to Dorka Juhas. Over to Courtney. Courtney went into the jump shot motion, but wanted to hit Dorka Juhas on the pass. Dorka was looking at the basket for the rebound. It's a turnover to the Lynx. Lynx, they're up to, how many turnovers? They're up to 6 turnovers, the Lynx are. The Fever are up to 7 turnovers. So it's 38-36 here. As we wind down the second quarter, timeout has been called. Timeout has been called. Chandra says the Fever have been playing great. Yeah, they really have been playing great. As of late. We were talking pregame before that they've won 3 of their last 5 games. So they've really improved. That last timeout was called by the Fever. Last timeout was called by the Fever. Let me look at them. They're 4-9 on the road though. So they do have to improve their road record, but a young team usually struggles on the road. Just looking at their recent games. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So they've won 7 of their last 11 games. The Fever have 7 of their last 11. The Minnesota Lynx are the 3 seed at the moment. It looks like they'll hang around there. They are the 3 seed at the moment. Las Vegas, who's on their way to winning this game potentially, are the 4th seed, right behind them with a 15-7 record. I want to look and see who has the tiebreaker with that. Have they played the Aces yet? I believe they have. Yes, so Aces won one, Lynx won the other. So the season series is tied at 1 game apiece between the Aces and the Lynx. So if the Minnesota Lynx win this game, they'll stay in 3rd. If they lose, and the Aces win, they'll drop down to 4th. Minnesota just trying to hang on until after the Olympic break when they get Napheesa back. And that's all that is. Yeah, Chandra the Liberty are number 1 in the standings, with a 20-4 record. 20-4. Right, we're still at. It looks like they're coming back out of the timeout commercial now. All right, it looks like ball is in play here. They're just showing a bunch of players on the bench. Erica Wheeler with the ball. So it's Erica Wheeler, Katie Lou, Kelsey, Caitlin as she shoots the 3, short, and Aliyah Boston. For the Lynx is Courtney Williams, Dorka Uhas, McBride, Smith, and Carlton. Bridget with the ball. 10 on the clock. Over to Dorka. Back to Bridget. Bridget pump fakes. Bridget over to Alana Smith for 3. Back rims it. Rebound to Kelsey Mitchell. Over to Caitlin. Caitlin attacks. Gets into the paint. Throws it out to Kelsey. Over to Erica. Corner to Katie Lou. Back to Erica. Erica for 3. Misses. Rebound to Dorka. Courtney Williams, left side of the floor, brings it up. Goes behind the back. Over to Alana Smith. The Indiana Fever getting used to that pick and roll action. It looks like they're switching on it. But Dorka Uhas, top of the key 3. Front rims it. Aliyah Boston with the rebound. Over to Caitlin. Caitlin quickly getting up the court. Oh, Katie Lou wide open for 3. Oh, halfway down and out. Rebound to Courtney Williams. Over to Bridget. Bridget looking for Alana Smith. Mismatch against Katie Lou. Oh, she travels. Yeah, I seen that coming. She traveled. Chandra says, why CC passes up open shots? I don't know. Depending on who you ask, they say the coach tells her to, but I don't think that's the case. I think she just sometimes when she doesn't feel it's going, she doesn't take it, and she would rather pass it. Ball and play with the Fever, 38-36. Under a minute to go here. Back to Caitlin. Going to her left. Caitlin She tries to go a baseline pass, but it gets tipped out by Courtney Williams. Luckily, it goes out of bounds and stays with the Fever. So 52 seconds to go here. It's still Fever ball. So the Fever to inbound. Caitlin inbounds to Boston. Over to Erica Wheeler. Gives it to Caitlin. Caitlin with the pump fake. 5 on the clock. Caitlin with the attack. Caitlin, hesitation, dribbles, splits, and scores. Good move by Caitlin. It's 38 all with 43 seconds to go. 7 points for her. Courtney Williams comes off the screen. Over to Alana. Over to Bridget. Bridget goes behind the Alana Smith screen. Back over to Courtney Williams. Courtney Williams. Pro dribble, drops it down to Dorka Juhas, spins, throws up the left hand hook and misses. And a rebound. Oh, Caitlin with the outlet. Oh, wow. Turnover. Caitlin passed it. I thought Katie Lou was going to take it. Katie Lou doesn't take it. It goes to Kelsey, and Kelsey's not expecting it. And it goes out of bounds. Yeah, Sean, she has to do more. I mean, she scored her first point of the game doing that. Oh, Spain scored again. Oh, wow. If you're watching the Euros, soccer, Spain has scored again against England. It's 2-1. Heidemann over to Bridget Carlton. Corner 3. She misses a wide open one. Bridget has been struggling. And that's how the quarter ends. So at halftime, people, you have Indiana with 38. And, oh, wait, hold on. Why does it says 38-38 here? Do I have the score wrong? No, I do. It's Indiana 38, Lynx 38. Tie game at the half. All right, people, as always, we're going to take a look at the box scores. We're going to take a look at the box scores, team stats, all that to see what it's looking like on there. So give me a moment as I do it. As always, guys, if you're new here, subscribe to the channel. If you're not new here and you're not subscribed, make sure you are. Leave a like on the video. We do watch alongs all WNBA season long. We're only doing this watch along today, but throughout the week we'll have some more. I posted the schedule in my community tab on YouTube. We'll have about probably 3 watch alongs this week. No games tomorrow, but we'll have one on Tuesday and then one on Wednesday. But we'll go over that schedule after we look at the box score here. All right, it finally loaded up. So here we go. So Indiana Fever 38, Lynx 38. Indiana outscored Minnesota 20-19 in the first. And then, of course, Minnesota outscored Indiana 19-18 in the second, which is why the score is tied at the moment. All right, the Indiana Fever with Katie Lou Samuelson. 13 minutes, 3 points on 1 of 2 shooting. Melissa Smith, 6 points, 1 rebound, 2 assists. You have Aliyah Boston leading the way for the Fever with a double-double already, 11 points and 10 rebounds. She's feasting down there. Kelsey Mitchell with 7 points and 3 rebounds. Caitlin Clark, 7 points, 1 rebound, 1 assist, 4 turnovers, 2 fouls. Dantas off the bench with 2. Lexi Hull off the bench with 2 as well. For the Lynx, you have Bridget Carlton with 3 points on 1 of 7 shooting. So her shot is struggling right now. You have Alana Smith with 15 to lead the way and 6 rebounds. Dorka Juhas with 4. McBride with 7. And Courtney Williams with 4, 3 rebounds, and 3 assists. Zan Delasini with 5 off the bench. Heidemann has not scored off the bench. And let's take a look at the team stats. You and me said it beats being behind. Yeah, you're right. Rather be tied than behind. Before we go to the next, to the team stats, Las Vegas is up 84-77 with a minute to go in this game over the Mystics. Might be too little, too late here. But team stats, we have in terms of field goal percentage, the Fever is shooting 43%. The Lynx are shooting 35%. Fever shooting 3 for 14 from 3 for 21%. The Lynx not too much better, 4 for 17 for 23.5%. Free throw battle, 4 to 5 for the Lynx, 3 out of 4 for the Fever. Rebound battle is tied at 20 apiece. That's interesting. Assist battle, the Lynx are leading 9 to 7. Steals battle, Lynx are leading 3 to 1. Blocks battle, the Fever are winning 2 to 0. Fever have 8 turnovers to 7 from the Lynx, but the Lynx have the Fever have conceded 9 points off of their turnovers. The Lynx have conceded 11 points off of their turnovers. 9 fast break points for the Lynx. The Fever are winning the points in the paint battle 22 to 14. The foul battle 8 to 6. The Lynx are leading that. Largest lead of the game was 7 by the Lynx and 3 by the Fever. All right. We're gonna go over some of the other games that took place today. We're gonna take a quick look at it. It was Connecticut Sun and the Phoenix Mercury. Connecticut was the home team. Brittany Griner, 16 points, 9 rebounds. She was questionable to play before the game started. So was Diana Taurasi. She had 6 points and 6 rebounds. And what they kept saying may be her final trip back to Connecticut, where she played college her college ball at UConn. Natasha Cloud with 10 and 6 assists. Copper with 17 and 6 rebounds. Rebecca Allen with 6 points and 5 rebounds. Their bench, not too much to cry home about, but Celeste Taylor was signed by the Phoenix Mercury, the former Indiana Fever player, and this year's draftee. I think she was drafted in the second round. Celeste Taylor was picked up by the Mercury, and she played 2 minutes, no turnovers, no other stats in her 10 minutes of play. 2 points in 10 minutes. For the Sun, Dawana Bonner with 17 and 5 rebounds. Alyssa Thomas with 6 and 5 rebounds and 3 assists. Bree Jones with 16 points and 8 rebounds. You have Ty Harris with 8 points and 7 assists. Dejanay Carrington, double-double, 12 points, 11 rebounds for her. Olivia Nelson-Adota, 8 points. Astu Endor-Fall, no points. You have 24 for Bantam off the bench. She hit 8 threes. I think they said that was the most threes off the bench in W history by a player. 8 for 11 from 3. The only shots she took were from 3-point range. Tiff Mitchell and Mo Jefferson is hurt. Oh, so England loses the European final 2-1. Dang, that's tragic. They lose back-to-back Euros. Back-to-back Euro losses for them. All right, let's take a look at this other game. The Aces are up 88-77 with 24 seconds left. So it's easy to say that they'll win this game. Ariel Atkins had a hell of a game. We'll look at her stats momentarily. So Kia Stokes, no points. Asia Wilson with 28 and 17. Jeez. She continues to be a beast. You have Chelsea Gray with 2. Kelsey Plum with 22. Jackie Young with 7. Washington Mystics, you have Hines Allen with 6. Steph Dosen with 5. Van Loo with 9. And Atkins with 36 in the loss. That's tough. That is tough. Damn, that's crazy. England lose a game. This is the upcoming schedule for the W. Remember, this is the last week before the Olympic break, where the players are going to be off for 3 weeks as the Summer Olympics go on. So we have one more game tonight. Atlanta at Seattle at 6 p.m. That's on League Pass, I believe. There's no games tomorrow. And then on Tuesday, you have Phoenix at Washington. at 11:30 a.m. We will be doing the watch along for that game. 11:30 a.m. Phoenix at Washington. At 3:30 p.m. you have Seattle at LA, and then you have the two prime video games: Connecticut at New York and Chicago at Las Vegas. I will be at that Connecticut at New York game, so there'll be no watch along in the evening. So make sure you're able to watch those games live. Wednesday, the final day of the season before the break, you have Atlanta at Minnesota at 1 p.m. We'll be doing the watch along for that. And then we have Indiana at Dallas at 7:30. We'll be doing the watch along for that as well. So we got 3 more watch alongs this week. After this one, make sure you guys are tapped in. All right, so we are getting ready for the third quarter. In the meantime, let me get my stuff ready for the third. All right, we got that ready. All right, so for this weekend is All-Star Weekend. As I mentioned, on Friday the 19th, they will be having the 3-point contest and the skills challenge and whatever other challenges they come up with for the Friday. And then on Saturday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern, the Team USA Olympians will take on Team WNBA, which were the players who were chosen as All-Stars for the WNBA this year. Oh, that talking about that other game between the Aces and the Mystics, Atkins, that was a career high for her, 36. Let me close this game here, the Euro game. They're asking a question here. Who do you see winning 3 games versus the Aces in the finals? They're saying they like the top 4. Um, they're also talking about Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark playing in the All-Star game together. So somebody had asked that question. Alrighty, people. We are waiting for halftime to be over. It's 38-38. Very entertaining first half. We're waiting for the Caitlin Clark show to kick in. But the Minnesota Lynx, as I mentioned before, they're a very solid defensive team. They're top 2, one or two in the top defensive categories in the WNBA, as in terms of like points allowed, 3-point percentage, all that stuff. The Minnesota Lynx are top of the list. So it was never going to be easy against a team, even without their superstar in Napheesa Collier. All right, so I think they went to one more commercial break, and then when we come back, the second half will begin. All right, let's get this situated, and then we'll be good to go. All right, cool. Should be good there. All right, so salute to everybody's here on the watch along on this Sunday afternoon. I appreciate all the support. Make sure you leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already. We'll be doing 3 more watch alongs this week, as I mentioned, so make sure you're subscribed and those noti bells are on, so you get notified when I go live or when I schedule. I also may have a Discord chat. I have all the teams in there. I have player lineup availability linked in there. I'm a Liberty fan, so I have a separate area for the Liberty. You can see when I schedule streams as well in there. So if you want to be up to date with all things W and with Jay Jordan, make sure you follow the Discord. Link should be in the chat right now from the bot, and it's in my YouTube description as well. All right, so we just wait here. The next game starts at 6 p.m. So in about an hour, Atlanta at Seattle. Atlanta, they're just trying to limp their way to the Olympic break. Missing Ryan Howard. Their offseason acquisition in Jordan, Canada, broke her hand or something like that, fractured a finger. So they're really struggling at the moment. Eddie says, "Afternoon, Mr. Jordan. That ESPN is getting in my lap." Yeah, I know. I'm glad you're here though. I'll be the bearer of the news, so you don't have to suffer through that. We're waiting for the third quarter to start. This halftime feels extra long. I say that every stream. It's probably the same length. I'm just being super impatient. But that matchup that we're looking at is the Alana Smith, Aliyah Boston matchup. Aliyah Boston with 11 points and 10 rebounds at halftime. She's taken 6 shots, made 5. And Alana Smith has 15 points and 6 rebounds. She's taken 10 shots, made 5. You and me, salute. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. All right, so they're showing the first half stats. We already went over all that stuff. Rebound battle is equal. Lynx leading the assist battle by 2. Fever have 1 more turnover than the Lynx, 8-7. So let's see what this second half brings. Oh, I thought the game started. They just run. I hit the mic. Sorry if you guys heard that. All right, let's get to it, guys. Come on, let's start the game. This is what we're here to see. All right, so I think Minnesota will start the third with the ball since they didn't win the jump ball. So the team who loses the jump ball at the start of the game usually gets the ball second and third quarters. All right, so Minnesota with the ball starting. Are the starters in? Yep, starting lineups in the game. Courtney Williams mid-range jump shot is good. Caitlin Clark with the ball. Caitlin Clark comes off the screen from Nalissa. She drops it off to Nalissa. Nalissa, mid-range jump shot, clank, rebound to Bridget Carlton. Bridget Carlton doing everything but scoring the ball efficiently. Bridget, as I say that, she gets down to Alana Smith. Alana Smith isoed with Katie Lou over to Courtney Williams. Courtney Williams gets a rescreen from Alana. They give it back to Alana. Alana, mid-range jump shot, misses. Rebound to Nalissa. Over to Caitlin. Caitlin, left side of the floor. Caitlin comes off the screen, back to Nalissa. Nalissa with the drive spin move, gets fouled by Alana, foul, and 1, Nalissa Smith. So she took a jump shot the first play. The second one, she decides to attack. And Alana Smith comes down, smacks down, and gets fouled. And fouls Nalissa. RC, my guy, salute. What's good, bro? What's going on with you? Your aces got to win. Now you're looking for your Fever to get a win as well. Nalissa Smith for the 3-point play. She knocks it down. So Indiana retakes the lead. It's 41-40. 9 minutes to go here. McBride over to Bridget. Bridget looking for somebody over to Courtney. Courtney, left side. She pump fakes. Back to Bridget. Bridget over to Dorka. Dorka, hand off to Kayla. Ball goes out of Kayla's hands. And it goes out of bounds. It goes to the Fever. Turnover, Lynx. 41-40 here. 41-40. Ball in play. Caitlin Clark calling out the play. She dribbles past half court. Gets the screen from Aliyah Boston. Caitlin finds Nalissa Smith under the basket. Nalissa Smith layup is good. Good pass by Caitlin. Good finish by Nalissa. Yeah, RC. I had it on the double box here. I was watching both. Courtney Williams goes under the basket, gets it to Bridget Carlton, wide open for three. Bridget finally hits another three. It's tie game, 43 all. Katie Lou down to Aliyah Boston, left hand layup. She gets her own rebound, pump fakes, throws it out to Nalissa. Nalissa over to Katie Lou at the 3-point line. Hand off to Kelsey Mitchell. Step back, hopping around, and gets the ball stolen. She looked out of control there. Alana Smith on the run. Alana Smith, hand off to Courtney Williams. Courtney Williams just drills back out to the 3-point line. Gets the screen from Dorka. Between the legs, over to Alana Smith. Alana Smith on the drive, left-hand side of the floor. Goes up, under, throws it up, misses. And ball goes out of bounds. It goes to the Fever. Yeah, so they're showing Napheesa on the bench. She's missed the last 3 games with the foot injury. She was averaging 20 and 10 this season. 20 points, 10 rebounds. Caitlin with the ball, dribbling out. 12 seconds. Caitlin on the drive, highway to the basket, and misses. Rebound, Aliyah Boston, and she scores. Aliyah Boston really feasting inside. Caitlin a little lucky she didn't get caught with the offensive foul. She went up for the layup, put out the left arm to fend off. Usually they call that if the player gets hit in the face, but they didn't get hit. Kayla McBride with the ball. Kayla over to Dorka Juhas. Oh, she did a little Euro step. I don't know if she meant to do that, but she scores and reties the game. It's 45-45. Caitlin with the ball. Comes off the screen from Nalissa. Goes over to Katie Lou. Katie Lou can't get an angle as she passes it out of bounds, trying to get it back to Caitlin. RC says, I know a few people in Minnesota, they hit up the game, Jay. Unfortunately, I'm nowhere to be found in Minnesota on this occasion. Listen, man, it is what it is, man. You just gotta catch them while you can. Catch them while you can. Ball and play with the Lynx. Courtney Williams off the screen, off the stagger screens. Over to Kayla McBride. McBride between the legs goes left. Drops it off to Alana Smith on the roll. She misses. Ball gets tipped. Over the corner to Bridget Carlton. No, now Bridget hitting the threes. Now Bridget hits the corner 3 right in front of the Indiana bench. RC said, Jay, I wonder if, side note of random, I wonder if Napheesa Collier, no, I love it. No, I don't think so, bro. You gotta get in those DMs. Oh, Kelsey Mitchell hits the corner 3 to answer the 3, and it's back to a tie game, 48-48. Both teams going back and forth here. 3-point shot is starting to fall. Courtney Williams over to Alana Smith. Alana Smith reverses and goes opposite side to Bridget. Bridget Carlton, the Canadian Olympian. Kick ball by Nalissa Smith. Excuse me. Ball in play with Minnesota. Minnesota over to Alana Smith. Alana Smith looking for a guard. She comes off the screen from McBride. Oh, Kelsey Mitchell just rips the ball, and they call a jump ball? Or did they call a foul? They called a foul? I thought that was a jump ball. 4th foul on Alana Smith. That's not a foul. That's a jump ball. Oh, but she gets the 4th foul. Alana Smith goes to the bench with 4 fouls. Yeah, so Coach Reeve doesn't challenge it. Alana Smith will have to sit down for a bit with the fouls. Caitlin Clark with the ball. Caitlin over to Aliyah Boston, who's had a hell of a game. Already has the double-double. Aliyah Boston in the post against Juhas. She goes up, under, misses. And Courtney Williams comes out of there with the ball. Courtney Williams gets the ball tapped from behind by Katie Lou, and the Fever get the steal. Kelsey Mitchell transition 3 way off. Doesn't even hit the rim. Ball goes out of bounds off of the Lynx. And it stays with the Fever. I don't know who that's off of. That's a dangerous one. Um, Cheryl Reeve challenges the call, that the out of bounds call there. So we're going to timeout as they challenge. Ball was given back to the Fever, but Cheryl Reeve does not think so. So it's 48-48, people. 48-48. UME says Mitchell doesn't like to pass that ball. Yeah, that shot there was a little that was more of a heat check shot than a 3-on-2 transition shot. And then to not hit the rim is crazy. She hit straight backboard. But we're in a timeout right now as they review that call. All right, so at the current moment, Las Vegas moves into fourth place with the win against the Mystics with a 15-7 record. They could potentially move into third, as I mentioned, if the Minnesota Lynx do lose this game. Eddie said, "What is number 8 Smith on the Lynx wearing in her right ear? It's probably band-aids for her piercings, maybe. It's probably they be putting band-aids over their piercings. So I believe that's it. I don't know if the actual piercing is in there or they do that just to prevent anything from getting into it while they have it out. But a number of players have those tape over their piercings, ear piercings or nose piercings, wherever they're pierced up. Yeah, Cheryl, where you scream mad loud, challenge it. Like, I hope they're sure about that, because that would just lose their challenge for the rest of the game. All right, we're at a commercial still, guys. We are at a commercial. You're not missing a thing. You are not missing a thing. Some lady at the game is knitting right behind the scorer's table there. That's hilarious. She has a big bowl of yarn and she just knitting away. This one is tough. No, RC, there's one more game. Atlanta, Seattle at 6 p.m. Eastern. So in the next 45 minutes ish. That'll be the last game of the day. Had a full slate today. Full slate today. So they're still reviewing this play. They took all that commercial time and they still can't figure it out. Man, I would say, yo, nah. I'm weak. Just, he's still reviewing. So this has slowed the momentum of the game down. The game was going back and forth, and it has completely slowed down due to this review here. So we'll see. We'll see what the play is. We'll see what the result is here. Dang, she's mad close. Oh, the challenge was unsuccessful. It stays Indiana ball. so that the Lynx lose their one and only challenge. 4.5 minute review. Bull stays with the Fever. Fever inbounding under the basket. They get it into Aliyah Boston. Aliyah Boston gets Caitlin coming off to Caitlin. Oh, she should have shot that. They bring the double. She gets it over to Aliyah. Out to Kelsey Mitchell. Corner to Katie Lou for three. Misses. Rebound. Xander Lassini, who's checked into the game. Kayla McBride with the ball. McBride over to Bridget. Bridget, who's hit 2 threes in this quarter, goes corner to Williams. Williams trying to get around Mitchell, but can't. Dribbles out to the 3-point line. Williams over to Xander Lassini. Over to McBride. McBride on the drive. Throws up a right-hand scoop and just misses. Rebound to Katie Lou. Caitlin on the drive. Caitlin, they have her in the corner there when they drop out. Over to Aliyah Boston. Boston drives on Xander Lassini. They bring the late double over. Boston looking for somebody. Gets it to Mitchell. Mitchell goes left hand scoop and scores. So the Fever takes the lead, 50-48. RC says all that fussing for nothing. Yeah. Courtney Williams with the ball. It's 50-48 here. 4 minutes to go. Bridget over to Courtney Williams. Courtney Williams comes off the screen. Mid-range jump shot is good. Courtney Williams likes to feast in that mid-range area. It's a tie game at 50. Caitlin Clark goes to her left for 3. Misses. Rebound. Xander Lassini. Over to Bridget. Bridget Carlton on the drive. Out to Dorka. Dorka stops. Throws it back out. Kayla McBride up to Xander Lassini. She drives. Floater off the glass. Misses. Rebound Boston. Boston is beasting on the boards. You see what I did there? Alliteration. Boston up to 13-13. Ball goes out of bounds. RC said, Jay, I think we're done with top-level WNBA draft picks. The Fever, that is, yeah. Fever to inbound. They get it to Caitlin. Caitlin pump fakes. Oh, Caitlin steps out of bounds right in front of the Minnesota bench there. Steps on the sideline. Fifth turnover for Caitlin. She has 7 points, 4 assists, 5 turnovers here. Who's this? Williams over to Bridget. Bridget back to Williams. Williams on the drive. Out to Uhas. Handoff to McBride. They drop it off to Dorka. Dorka, Euro, and layup. Beautiful ball movement by the Lynx. They screen, and then they rescreen, and then they rescreen again, and Dorka gets open for the layup. 52-50 Lynx. Lexi Hull with the ball. Lexi Hull over to Erica. Erica trying to feed Boston. Gets it to Boston finally. Boston over to Caitlin. Caitlin, corner 3. Misses. Rebound to Xander Lassini. Over to Bridget. Bridget on the drive. Loses it. Loses it completely. And Xander Lassini with the foul. And I think she got popped in the eye. Xander Lassini gets hit in the eye by Caitlin. So we'll see what they call here. They're gonna review it. So Caitlin Clark is going in transition. Caitlin Clark flings the off arm out at Xander Lassini after she tried to foul her and pokes her right in the eye. Hey, Miss Betty, what's going on? No worries. You're right on time. The game is still a good game right now. Salute, salute. Yeah, so Xander Lassini goes for the foul. I think she does. They do call the foul, and then Caitlin flings her arm off and then pops her in the eye. Oh, yeah, she... Yeah. She was trying to foul to stop the transition, and Caitlin shrugs her off and then flashes her hand and pops her in the eye. So they're reviewing it for a hostile act. They're reviewing for a hostile act here. So we'll see what happens. They're showing Caitlin's shots of the game so far, and mishaps as well. So let's see what they decide to call here. It's another review in this quarter. This third quarter has slowly grinded to a halt. We had a 5-minute real time review for that out of bounds play, and now we're having a hostile act review. So we'll see what happens there. Let's see what they call. They said I seen the ref's lips. She said technical foul. So we'll see what they call. The ref is sort of confused at what's gonna happen here. This is a little awkward because the camera is all up in her face. It's such a all right. So they finally get it. Caitlin gets a tech for the contact to the eye with the flail, and then Indiana will retain possession. RC said Jay, Caitlin doesn't want to be touched. Yeah. So they'll shoot attack. Minnesota will, and then Indiana will get the ball back. So it's 52-50. We finally get to a resolution here. McBride knocks down the free throw. They're showing Caitlin's parents in the stands here. So Indiana has the ball. They inbound it. Wheeler over to Boston. Boston to Wheeler, I should say. Wheeler has the ball. Gets a screen from Boston. Wheeler on the drive. Loses the ball. Gets it back. Over to Caitlin. Caitlin pump fakes. I don't know if she tried to shoot a floater or she tried to pass it. But it hits the rim and the Lynx have the ball. Oh, they called that a turnover? You gotta give it. I would have counted that as a shot. It hit the rim. Oh, Bridget Carlton knocks down the three. This game is getting a little sloppy here. The rhythm of the game is completely broken. Caitlin Clark dribbling, and they call a foul on Bridget Carlton trying to get the ball from Nalissa Smith. I guess since the flail poked her in the eye, I guess. Caitlin Clark wide open for three. Oh, she can't bury that. Lexi Hull gets the offensive rebound. Yeah, this maybe it's my curse. Caitlin Clark another three. Now it's an air ball. My God, Damiris Dantas with the rebound. Out to Wheeler. Wheeler pump fake, shoots a three at the buzzer, and ball gets hit out of bounds by the Lynx. And they say it's Minnesota ball. Sheesh. So she shoots a wide open one, back rims it. The second one, air ball. It's tough. Tough game for Caitlin this game. It might be me. I might be the jinx. 56-50. Minnesota's up. Indiana's in the bonus, so I would say they should drive. Courtney Williams down to Bridget Carlton. Corner to McBride. McBride for three. She misses. Sika Kone is checked into the game. Courtney Williams with the mid-range jump shot gets fouled on the jump shot by Nalissa Smith. So he's shooting the A-Reese percentage. Yeah, Caitlin not having a good night at all. 3 for 14 right now. 3 for 14. So anything you can do, I can do better, I guess, you know. Courtney Williams knocks down the free throw. I don't know who went out. Kelsey Mitchell comes into the game. Oh, Caitlin Clark goes to the bench. RC's Cheryl Thibodeau. Courtney Williams knocks down both free throws. So this game is an 8-point game here. Minnesota's largest lead of the day. The Lynx are outscoring them 20-12 in the quarter so far. Erica Wheeler over to Lexi Hull. Lexi Hull over to Nalissa Smith. Hand off to Kelsey Mitchell over to Lexi. Lexi pump fakes. Lexi on the drive over to Nalissa. Nalissa drives baseline. They have her double team. They go out to Damiris Dantas, who just shoots a three. Oh, Dantas knocks down the three. So it's a 5-point game. 5-point game here. Fever still hanging around despite the lack of rhythm in this quarter. Williams with the ball. Williams drives, pump face, goes opposite side to Heidemann, who saves it. Heidemann out to Bridget. Bridget Carlton with 3 on the clock. Xander Lassini looked like she travels, misses. Bridget Carlton with the rebound and scores. Yeah, Corey, terrible game right now. 11 seconds left in this quarter. Erica Wheeler with the ball. Erica Wheeler over to Kelsey. Kelsey pump fakes. Kelsey back to Erica. 4, 3, 2. Erica Wheeler scoop. Terrible shot. Xander Lassini with the rebound. She shoots it after the buzzer. And that's how the quarter ends, people. So at the end of the third quarter, finally, it felt like that quarter just like dragged and dragged and dragged. It's Minnesota 60, Indiana 53. RC said, just let Caitlin take every shot in the fourth quarter, I'm done. Nah, man, you don't want her taking every shot. That'll be the talk of sports media tomorrow. Caitlin goes 3 for 20 in a loss. Like, you don't want to hear that. Let me get stuff ready for the fourth quarter. All right, fourth quarter's ready. Yeah, people, so I did mention the stat. I'm going to give you the stats really quickly as we have this break. Indiana, you have Carly Samuelson, 3 points on 1 of 3 shooting. I said Carly. I keep doing that. That's her sister. Katie Lou with 3 points, 1 of 3 shooting from 3. You have Nalissa Smith with 11 points. You have Aliyah Boston double-double with 13 and 13. Kelsey Mitchell with 12 on 5 of 14 shooting. And then Caitlin Clark with 7 points, 6 turnovers, 4 assists, 1 rebound, 1 for 9 from 3, 3 for 14 overall. Damn. They're shooting 21% from 3 as a team, the Fever are. Not going to get it done. Minnesota Lynx, Bridget Carlton with 14. Alana Smith with 15. Uhas with 8. McBride with 8. And Courtney Williams with 10. 5 assists, 4 rebounds. They're shooting 31% from 3. So not a little bit, well, 10% better. They've only hit 2 more threes, though, on 1 less attempt. So we're ready for the fourth. We are ready for the fourth. Hopefully it doesn't drag as bad as that third just did, because that was bad. Salute to everybody here on the Watchalong. Salute. Make sure if you're not subscribed, subscribe to the channel. Like the video. I do these Watchalongs, multiple of them a week. We'll be doing about 3 more this week before the Olympic break. During the Olympics, we may be doing some of the Olympic games, the Team USA Women's Olympic Games. So, schedule permitting. So, be tapped in for that. Nah, I'm weak. I just seen your comment, bro. I am weak. Hold on, I gotta post that comment. This guy is crazy. I see you different, bro. Red said Bridget Carter look like she could be Cheryl Reeves' daughter. It's funny because it's true. All right, people, we're ready for the fourth. We are ready for the fourth. As I mentioned, there's one more game coming on in a half hour. Atlanta at Seattle. Atlanta just begging to get to the break. They've been dealing with injuries to Ryan Howard and Jordan Canada. Ariel Powers is going through injury as well. The Seattle Storm, they just smacked up the same Lynx team on Friday, I believe. So they're hoping there's no break so they can keep it going. Minnesota outscored them 22-15 in that quarter. 22-15. All right, broadcast is restarting. 25 years ago today was the first WNBA All-Star game. They're showing the highlights on the screen. Lisa Leslie won the MVP. All-Star game Friday skills challenge and 3-point contest this Friday at 9 p.m. Eastern. On Saturday, 8:30 Eastern is the All-Star game. Ball and play with the Fever. Caitlin Clark, Kelsey Mitchell, Boston, Katie Lou, and Lexi Hull. Katie Lou looking for Caitlin. Caitlin comes off another 3, and she finally knocks it down. Caitlin Clark knocks down her second 3 of the game. 10 points for her. 2 for 10 from 3. Let's see if that could wake her up. Napheesa Heidemann to Courtney Williams, over to Bridget Carlton for 3 to answer, and Bridget answers with a 3. Caitlin gets into the paint. They have the double on her as she goes in. She tries to go back in. A lot of dribbling here. She goes back out to the 3-point line. Picks up her dribble. Ball gets tipped, but it somehow gets back to her. Caitlin gets fouled by Heidemann on the drive. Or they call it defensive 3 seconds before the foul. So who's shooting it? Caitlin Clark shoots the free throw for the technical because of the 3-second defensive 3-second call. She knocks it down. It 63-57. So the Fever is still right there. They can still win this game. Lexi Hull pass to Caitlin. Caitlin with the ball. Gets the screen from Katie Lou. Bridget Carlton on her tightly. Caitlin drives. Shovel pass to Kelsey Mitchell. 2 seconds. She pulls up. Oh, she rattles it in. A contested 3. And it's 63-60. Fever with 6 points here. Heidemann, Kone, Carlton, Xander Lassini, and Courtney Williams. Courtney Williams. Oh, Caitlin Clark. I don't know if that was a pass or a steal from Courtney, but Caitlin Clark deflects it. Lexi Hull gets blocked by Bridget Carlton on the other end. And the Lynx are on the run. So back-to-back defensive plays here. Heidemann on the drive. Over to Kone. Kone out to Xander Lassini. Xander Lassini drop pass to Kone. Kone pump fakes. Gets blocked. Oh! It's a defensive masterclass here from both teams. As Kelsey Mitchell comes up the court. Goes behind the back. Crossover. Gets the screen from Boston. Over to Katie Lou for 3. Tie game. Katie Lou ties it up. So they've hit 3 straight threes, the Fever have, to tie this game. All right, she said handles ain't like at Iowa. Kelsey's handles haven't changed since Ohio State. Xander Lassini with the pump fake. Goes between the legs. Drives at Katie Lou. Goes up for the layup and gets fouled. So Xander Lassini dancing with the ball goes to the right and gets fouled. So it's 63 all, people. The 3-point shots started falling. Caitlin hits one. You got Kelsey Mitchell hits a contested one. And then Katie Lou hits the third one to get them right back in this game. Xander Lassini at the foul line for free throws. And she knocks down the first. Substitutions being made. Kone out. Heidemann out. Uhas and Alana Smith in. So starters are in for Minnesota besides Xander Lassini. So Xander Lassini for the second free throw. And she knocks them down. Both down. 2-point game. Minnesota up. 65-63 here. 7.5 to go. Caitlin Clark in the corner to Katie Lou. She dribbles out of it. Lexi Hull over corner to Mitchell. Mitchell pump fakes. Mitchell, 5 on the clock. They close off the paint. They go to Katie Lou. She pump fakes. Gets into the paint. Throws up the left hand hook and left hand layup and it goes. Tough shot by Katie Lou with the shot clock running down. Ties the game at 65. Alana Smith looking for a teammate. Go over to Courtney Williams. Courtney Williams rejects the screen. Baseline jump shot. Caitlin with the rebound. Caitlin with the ball. Crossover on Bridget. She goes crossover again. Goes to the left-hand side. Crossover again. Oh, Bridget on a bended knee. And Caitlin scores the layup. Persistence pays off for Caitlin. She goes between the legs, goes left. Between the legs, goes right. Bridget somehow gets on one knee to propose. And Caitlin gets the layup. That knee buckled. Caitlin got down on that knee. Bridget got down on that knee. And Caitlin finishes with the layup. 67-65 Fever. They outscoring the Lynx 14-5 in the quarter. Caitlin is up to 13, I believe. Yep. Caitlin Clark with 13 points, 5 assists. It dropped her bad. Like, I thought the play was going nowhere. She went right, between the legs. Left, between the legs. Right, between the legs. And then one more crossover. 5th time's a charm. And Bridget was asking, will you marry me? And Caitlin was at the basket. So we're at a timeout right now. Minnesota and Coach Cheryl Reeve called a timeout. So the Fever, after that slow third quarter, it came out in the fourth, super aggressive from 3, and it's paid off for them with a 2-point lead here. 6:43 to go. So we have a good one here, people. We have a good one. Oh man, someone stole my eye. All right, let me get some water. My voice, I make sure my voice is good for these exciting plays coming down the stretch here. Oh snap! Where is my? Dang. Oh, that's on the other one. I know what I did. Okay. All right, still in commercial, people. Still in commercial. Still in commercial. Salute to everybody hanging around on this Sunday afternoon for some W hoops. We have a good game here. Very good game. All right, they listen to both coaches. Both coaches are mic'd up. Both coaches preaching defense and securing rebounds. So first half, Caitlin had 7 points on 3 of 9 shooting with 1 assist. In the second half, she has 6 points with 4 assists. Ball in play here with the Lynx. Let's see what they call out this timeout. McBride with the ball. McBride, good pass to Uhas, but Lexi Hull peeps it and steals it, so not a good play. And Caitlin with the ball here. Caitlin guarded by McBride. Oh, that was almost a turnover. The pass was going to Lexi. Lexi wasn't even looking, but Katie Lou saves it. Katie Lou on the drive. Katie Lou spin move. Out to Lexi Hull. Looking for somebody. Lexi Hull on the drive. Gets the ball tapped out of bounds. But it'll stay fever ball with 5 on the clock. So Caitlin to inbound here with 5 on the clock. Caitlin bounce past to Katie Lou. She misses the contested layup. McBride with the ball. Chance to tie or take the lead here. McBride, crossover. McBride over to Bridget Carlton. She's been feasting on this left-hand side. She gets cut off. Back to Alana Smith for 3. Oh, Alana Smith dealing with foul trouble, but she hits the 3. And they retake the lead, 68-67. Aliyah Boston, top of the key, over to Katie Lou, left side. Looking for Mitchell. Mitchell comes off the screen. Kelsey Mitchell, step back, jump shot. Long 2 is good. Kelsey Mitchell got that high arcing shot. Long 2. 69-68 fever. Williams over to McBride. Gets the screen from Uhas. Goes behind the back on Lexi Hull, who cuts it off. They set the rescreen. Lexi Hull. Oh, Dorky Uhas saves it. Almost gets stolen. Caitlin McBride, deep 3, and airballs it. Out of bounds. Ball to the Fever. Defense for the Fever is on high alert here. Hands high, getting a lot of deflections, disrupting the Minnesota Lynx here. So Uhas goes out. Xander Lassini comes in. They want to spread the floor a little bit more here to surround. But everybody on the court is a very good three-point shooter. So it's McBride, Bridget Carlton, Xander Lassini, Smith, and Courtney Williams. Caitlin gets into the paint, picks up her dribble, goes backdoor to Lexi Hull. Lexi Hull, corner to Mitchell, top of the key to Katie Lou. Caitlin wide open for the right wing 3. Oh, she's short. Chased down by Mitchell. Mitchell goes scoop and scores. As Ryan Rucco would say, oh, I changed the wrong team. Pizza pies at home. So it's 71-68. And a foul called away from the ball. So Kelsey Mitchell gets the missed 3 by Caitlin, and left hand scoops it beautifully. 71-68, 3-point game here, 4.5 to go. Kelsey Mitchell started 4 for 13. Now she's 4 for 4. Xander Lassini over to Alana Smith, and a foul on Lexi Hull, holding Alana Smith on the roll to the basket. So, wow. And this is only the first meeting between these two teams. 2 more meetings to go after the Olympic break. Xander Lassini to Heidemann, who's checked in for Courtney Williams. Xander Lassini, step back over Aliyah Boston. That's what Xander Lassini does. I'm telling you, people. Xander Lassini hits the 3. So it looks like a timeout is called. Yeah, Christy Size calls the timeout. And we go to another commercial. It's tied at 71-71. A little under 4.5 to go, people. A little under 4.5 to go. Xander Lassini, I know all about her game. She's been abusing the liberty every time we play the Lynx. She's up to 10 points and 6 rebounds off the bench. Alana Smith with 18 points and 7 rebounds. Bridget Carlton with 17 points and 6 rebounds and 6 assists. You have Aliyah Boston with 13 points, 14 rebounds. They stopped getting her the ball. Kelsey Mitchell with 19. Clark with 13. They need to get back to getting Boston the ball a little bit more. She's 6 for 9, so she's being very efficient here. But we'll see. Indiana, they play Dallas next, I want to say. I'm doing that watch along on, I think it's Wednesday. Yeah, they play Dallas on July 17th. That's their last game before the All-Star break. July 17th. After that, then they play the Mercury on August 16th. So they literally have a month off. They last play on the 17th. They don't come back till the 16th. All right, we're in commercial now. We are in commercial still. Fever called a timeout after that Xander Lassini 3 to tie the game. All right. I guess they called it full timeout because this is taking a bit. This is taking a bit. Indiana's locked into the 7th playoff spot. At this moment, yeah, Indiana is 10-14. Yeah, I think they're definitely gonna be a playoff team, barring like something like catastrophic happening to any of their main players. But if they fix up after the All-Star break, they could potentially get into 6th seed over the Phoenix Mercury because the Phoenix hasn't been playing super well. All right, so we're finally back, people. We are finally back. 71-71, 4:22 to go here. Lineups on the floor. We'll go over it as we go. So it's Boston, Clark, as they Katie Lou, Kelsey Mitchell, and Lexi Hull. No Nalissa Smith. Boston over to Lexi. They looking for Caitlin. Oh, Lexi Hull crossover over to Kelsey Mitchell. Corner 3. Grazes the other side of the rim. And a rebound to McBride. McBride gets the screen from Alana Smith. Gets the ball deflected by Boston. She crosses over on Boston. McBride over to Bridget. Bridget with the pump fake. Over to Kayla. Top of the key. 10 seconds on the clock. Back to Bridget. Right side. Bridget on the drive. Bridget goes under the basket. Reverse. Misses. And Alana Smith. Silly foul on Aliyah Boston. Is that her 6th or is that her 5th? Alana Smith. That's her 5th foul. Five fouls on Alana Smith. Remember, they have limited bigs with Napheesa being out. Ball in play here. Caitlin over to Boston, over to Lexi Hull. Lexi Hull back to Caitlin, right side of the floor. Aliyah Boston comes out to set the screen. Caitlin comes off the screen. Drops it off to Boston. Boston out to Katie. Over to Lexi Hull for 3. Oh, misses it. Rebound to Bridget. Bridget is on double-double watch herself. Bridget was 17 and 7. Excuse me. McBride over to Bridget. Bridget down to Alana Smith. Bad pass. It goes out of bounds. Bad angle for that pass by Carlton. Eddie says was concerned Fever had lost momentum and looked that way in that third quarter. Another timeout by the Fever here. This game is stuck at 71 all. So the Christie Sides wants to talk it over. All right, people. 71-71, 3 minutes, 9 seconds to go here. Three minutes, 9 seconds. So we haven't seen Diamond Miller. We haven't seen Alyssa Pili for the Minnesota Lynx. For the Fever, we haven't seen Grace Berger, of course, and Victoria Saxton, and we haven't seen Christy Wallace. Christy Wallace was a starter for the Fever throughout this early part of the season, but she has now fallen out of the starting lineup and now falling out of the lineup entirely. Ball and play with the Fever. Ball and play with the Fever. 71-71, approaching 3 minutes to go in what's been a pretty good game. Over to Caitlin. Caitlin going to her left, pump fakes. She may have traveled. They drop it off to Boston. Good pass by Caitlin. Good finish by Boston. And the Fever retake the lead, 73-71. Caitlin with 13 and 6. Bridget over to Courtney Williams. Courtney Williams back to Bridget, top of the key. She goes left-hand drive, dribbles out. Looking for somebody. Gets it back to Courtney at the three-point line. 8 on the clock. Courtney over to Xander Lassini. Step back 3. Misses. Rebound. Bounces around. Gets to Boston. And over to Kelsey Mitchell. Boston with 15 and 15. Caitlin Clark with the ball. They're playing her tightly. She insists on going right. Goes behind the back. Gets the screen from Boston. Over to Katie. And down to Boston, and she scores. What did I say, people? I said they need to get Boston more touches. They get Boston touches, and she scores. Aliyah Boston, 17 points, 15 rebounds. And a timeout called by the Minnesota Lynx with 2 minutes to go. Oh, man. 75-71, 4-point game with 2 minutes to go. Can the Fever pull off the upset on the road? Or will the Minnesota Lynx continue their almost perfect home court record? They're 10-2 this season at home. The Fever are 4-9 on the road. You and me says trying to stay calm. Yeah, you just gotta wait it out and see. Don't get too high, don't get too low. See what the Fever can do here. All right, people. We have another game starting in 7 minutes. I'm not doing the watch along for that. Game is on League Pass between the Dream and the Storm. James says, I hate to say it, but Christy size might find a way to mess it up. I give her credit. I give her credit for calling out some good plays to get them some good open shots. Have some faith in your coach. McBride for 3. Oh, Kayla knocks down the 3 to make it a 1-point game, 75-74. Caitlin with the ball, goes right, goes behind the back, crossover. Gets into the paint and gets fouled on the drive by Kayla McBride. So now Caitlin put her head down, went to the basket, and drew the foul. So Caitlin Clark at the line for free throws. She rattles in the first. To a nice cheer from the crowd. The second is good. So it's back to a 3-point game here. 77-74. Indiana is in the bonus, so they should continue to feast in the paint. 1.5 minutes to go. Kayla McBride comes off the curl. Over to Alana Smith, who rescreens for her. Kayla McBride. Step back. Off balance 3. Misses. Ball tipped around. Alana Smith secures it. Alana Smith passes out Xander Lassini. Kayla McBride reload for 3. Misses. And Samuelson with the rebound. McBride had 2 good looks at 3s. Missed it. Caitlin with the ball. Caitlin drives. Dribbles back out. Reverses again. 10 on the clock. Almost a minute left in this game. Caitlin Clark over to Katie Lou. Over to Lexi with 2 on the clock. She's not looking at the clock, and that's a shot clock violation. It looked like Katie Lou looked at the clock, didn't register what was up there, and it's a turnover by the Fever. 77-74, 54 seconds left in this game. The Fever are up by 3. So the refs are calling for a stoppage of play. I don't know what exactly the issue is. All right, so now they inbound the ball here. All right, let's see. Williams with the ball. Gets the screen from Zandalicini. Zandalicini on a roll to the basket. No, they give it to Bridget. Bridget with the ball. Tight defense by the Fever here. 10 on the clock. Bridget Carlton reverses. Over to Alana Smith. It's all perimeter work now. McBride on the drive. And they call a foul? Are they going to challenge this? I don't know. It's 35 seconds to go, people. 35 seconds to go. So 35 seconds to go here. 35 seconds to go. Ball in play with the Lynx. Courtney Williams doesn't pass it to McBride. Gets it to Alana Smith. Over to McBride. McBride picks up her dribble. Over to Alana Smith. 5 seconds. 4 seconds. Alana Smith gets the ball deflected by Kelsey Mitchell. Shot clock is off. They have to foul here. They have to foul. And they foul Kelsey Mitchell finally. Wow, what a defensive stop there by Kelsey Mitchell. She comes from the weak side as Alana Smith drives and deflects and gets the block on Alana Smith. And Aliyah Boston saves it from going out of bounds. Wow. Aliyah Boston with 17 points and 16 rebounds. Mitchell at the line to essentially put this game to 2 possessions. And she nothing but the bottom of the net. She knocks down the first. 78-74, 16.2 seconds left. Mitchell again for the second. High archer, nothing but the bottom. And it's 79-74. Oh, I changed the wrong team. My bad, y'all. 79-74. Napheesa on the bench, rubbing her eye like, I can't believe we just did this. 79-74. Minnesota to inbound. They called a reset timeout to advance the ball up court. Ball in play. Bridget Carlton for 3. Misses. Rebound to Caitlin. Caitlin gets fouled by Courtney Williams. And this game is essentially over with 10 seconds to go. All right, you and me salute. Caitlin Clark over here trying to pump the crowd up. And her parents are in the crowd cheering. They said she's played a lot in this building. I forgot the Big Ten championship has been in this building as she hits the first. So she should be familiar with the buckets. With the hoops, I should say. And Caitlin for the second, and she knocks it down. All right, this game is over. 81-74, 10 seconds to go. Minnesota walks it up the court. 4, 3, 2, 1, and that's how the game ends. So the Fever come back to outscore the Lynx 28-14 in the fourth quarter to win this game 81-74. This is the Fever's 6th win versus Minnesota since 2021, most versus any opponent in the last 3 seasons. So the Fever, even though they've been losing, they find a way to beat Minnesota. All right, people. 81-74. Fever do get the win. We'll take a quick look at the box score and things of that nature before I head out of here. This other game is going to start soon. Not doing it. But I will be tuned in, though. But I won't be covering it this evening. Let me pull up the box score so you could see it for yourselves. Very good game for Aliyah Boston. While Caitlin didn't shoot well in the first half and first 3 quarters, she definitely turned it on here in the fourth. All right, there we go. Hope you guys can see that. So in the first quarter, Indiana outscored Minnesota 20-19. Minnesota outscored Indiana 19-18 in the second. Minnesota outscored them 22-15 in the third, and then a big fourth for Indiana, 28-14. Indiana Fever. Katie Lou with 8 points, 4 assists, 3 rebounds. Nalissa Smith with 11. Aliyah Boston with 17 and 16. 17 points, 16 rebounds, 4 blocks. So great. Only missed 3 shots. So good game for her. Kelsey Mitchell came alive in the second half. 21 points, 3 of 9 from 3. And Caitlin Clark with 17, 6 assists, and 3 rebounds. Did have 6 turnovers. Their bench, Dantas with 5, Hull with 2. For the Lynx, Carlton with 17, 7 rebounds, 6 assists. Alana Smith led the team with 18 points, 8 rebounds, 4 steals. Hugh Haas with 8 points and 6 rebounds. McBride with 11 on 4 of 14 shooting. And Courtney Williams with 10 points, 7 assists. Xander Lassini off the bench with 10. Kone and Heidemann don't score. And that's how it goes. All right, people. That is it from me. The Fever, let me update it here so you guys can see. The Fever go to 11-14 on the season. The Lynx move down to 16-8 on the season. In terms of standings, Las Vegas, as I mentioned, with the loss, the Minnesota Lynx dropped down to 4th seed, and the Aces, with the win earlier today, move up to the 3rd seed. So it's New York 1, Connecticut 2, Vegas 3, Minnesota 4, Seattle 5, Phoenix 6, Indiana 7, and Chicago 8. So that is how the cookie has crumbled today, people. All right. Remember, Dream, Seattle, that game just kicked off. I believe it's on League Pass. If you have League Pass, definitely tune into it. But that's it for me. Make sure you like, subscribe if you haven't already. I'll be back on Tuesday morning for another WNBA camp game. So be on the lookout for that. All right, y'all. Appreciate the support as always. It's your boy, Jay Jordan. Until next time, salute.